All right, let's talk about something really weird that's been happening. It's this strange and, honestly, super frustrating problem that businesses are running into in 2026. You get your monthly reports, everything looks great, all green arrows, rankings are solid, but when you look at actual inquiries, the phone's just not ringing as much. So what on earth is going on? This is the big paradox, isn't it? It's the puzzle that's got everyone scratching their heads. The rankings are there, but the traffic, and more importantly, the business just isn't following. But the answer, believe it or not, is actually hiding in plain sight. And look, the cause isn't what you normally think. It's not some kind of penalty, it's not a broken website, and it's not your competitors suddenly figuring everything out. The real culprit is a massive, fundamental shift in how search actually works. It's called Google's AI mode, and understanding this is absolutely essential for your business now. So, let's break down what this new AI gatekeeper really is. The biggest mistake people are making is thinking this is just another algorithm update. It's not. It's a total change in how your customers get information. It basically answers their questions before they even get a chance to click on your website. Okay, so here's how it works. Instead of the classic list of blue links we're all used to, Google's AI now cooks up its own synthesized answer to whatever someone asks. It actually pulls bits and pieces of info from a bunch of different websites, stitches it all together, and presents this brand new answer right at the top of the page. And check this out, this data from BrightEdge is pretty mind-blowing. If you look at informational health questions, things like what's the recovery time for X procedure? Well, the presence of these AI answers shot up from 45% to a full 100% in just 2 years. It's a complete and total takeover. And this, right here, is the heart of the problem. Your amazing content might be used to create the AI's answer, but you don't get the click. You don't get the traffic. The user gets what they need and they just move on, completely bypassing your website. So your traffic starts to drop, even though your content is technically still visible to Google. But it's not all doom and gloom. And this number right here, this is a massive opportunity. For local searches, things like dermatologists near me, Google has intentionally kept these AI answers turned off. 0%. Not a single one of these searches shows an AI overview. For local businesses, this is a huge, huge lifeline. Now, this brings us to a really important point. This whole situation isn't just about losing website traffic. When AI starts using your content, it can actually create some serious hidden risks. This stops being a marketing headache and can turn into a real compliance nightmare, especially if you're in a regulated industry like healthcare. For businesses in the UK, this is a big deal. First, if you have any claims on your site that aren't perfectly substantiated, the AI could amplify them, putting you in hot water with the Advertising Standards Authority. Second, let's say AI pulls some outdated medical info from your site. Well, you're still on the hook for that in the eyes of regulators. And third, it just makes tracking your return on investment incredibly hard, which can become a real governance issue when you have to justify your marketing budget. This quote from Angelo at Up Medico just nails it. It perfectly captures the new reality. Ranking and visibility, they're not the same thing anymore. You can rank number 1, but if the AI doesn't quote you, if you're not cited in that answer at the top, then to the user, you're basically invisible. The whole goal has changed. Okay, so if the old playbook is out the window, what's the new one? Well, it all boils down to one simple new objective: getting cited. Your entire strategy has to shift away from chasing that number 1 ranking and focus completely on becoming a trusted source that the AI wants to feature. This slide really breaks it down, right? We're moving from a technical game of keywords and traffic to a much more strategic game that's all about authority. The goal isn't just to be seen anymore, it's to be the answer. And that means you have to measure success differently too, focusing more on things like visibility and brand awareness instead of just raw clicks. So, strategy number 1, it's time to rethink how your website is structured. Most businesses build their sites around their own internal departments or service lists. To win in this new AI world, you have to organize your most important pages around your customer's journey, what we're calling the patient pathway. Think about it, a single page that walks someone through that entire journey, from their first symptom to diagnosis to treatment options, all the way through to cost and what happens next. That page is so much more valuable and comprehensive. It's way more likely the AI will see it as the definitive, citable source it's looking for. All right, on to strategy number 2. Remember that 0% number we talked about?
This is where you cash in on that. Since local search still works the old-fashioned way, with a map pack and organic blue links, investing in your local SEO is one of the smartest, highest return things you can do right now.
This means your Google Business Profile is no longer something you just set up and forget about. Nope, it is now one of your most critical marketing tools. You've got to list every single service you offer, use the Q&A section to answer common questions before they're asked, respond to every review, and post something at least once a month, just to show Google that you're active. And our third and final strategy is a big one. It's about shifting from quantity to quality. The old model of just churning out new blog posts every week, it's just not working like it used to. The new focus has to be on systematically going back and improving the accuracy, depth, and quality of your most important existing pages. And this is really the key. Google's AI is designed to reward depth and proven expertise. So a single, incredibly thorough page on a high-value topic that you regularly update and have an expert review, that one page is going to be way more powerful than 5 new, thin blog posts every single time. So how do you actually put all of this into practice? I know it can sound like a lot, so we've broken it all down into a practical 30-day action plan. This is designed to get you started without having to overhaul your entire operation overnight. Here it is. It's pretty straightforward. In week 1, you just audit your content. Figure out which of your search terms are being hit by AI. Week 2 is all about that Google Business Profile refresh. Get it perfect. Then in week 3, you take your top 3 most valuable pages and you rebuild them using that patient pathway logic we talked about. And finally, in week 4, you add some technical markup to help Google understand your content better. And crucially, update your reporting to track what actually matters now. The most important thing to take away from all this is that adapting to AI mode isn't a one-and-done project. It's not something you can just fix and then forget about. The businesses that are going to win are the ones that treat this as an ongoing, essential part of their day-to-day operations. And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. As this new era of search continues to evolve, we all have to ask ourselves, in the age of AI, what is visibility really worth if it doesn't lead to a click? It's something we'll all need to figure out. Thanks for joining me.